Ferrari isn't having the best season this year in Formula 1. I mean, compared to the previous years, this year's car is an absolute rocket. So why is everyone hating on Ferrari and their strategies, and is there hope for the Italian team? At the start of the season, everyone was shocked by the sheer pace of the Ferrari cars. Since pre-season testing, they were absolute rocket ships. They bounced around, but they managed to keep the pace. Only Red Bull seemed to be able to come close to them on track. And that's been great. Ferrari is one of the most decorated teams in the sport. They have the most constructors and drivers titles under their belt from a glorious history of motor racing. So that's why when Leclerc won the first race of the season, everyone was thoroughly shocked. It had been a while since the Italian team tasted victory, and this season they've been fighting right at the top with Red Bull. But the task in Formula 1 is not just to reach the top, it's also to stay at the top for the whole season if you want it to count. What I mean is that yes, Ferrari has built a car that has monstrous pace, but often they've shot themselves in the foot with bad strategy calls. Like Monaco, when they called in their cars to double stack but they didn't have the ability to. Or Silverstone, when they left out Leclerc on old tyres and he lost a couple of places. And even Hungary, where they gave him the slowest tyres possible while he was in the lead. Avoidable mistakes that could have changed the fate of the team. Reliability issues and driver errors are a part of Formula 1. Red Bull started out the season poorly. They had multiple retirements due to reliability issues. And world champion Max Verstappen was vocal about the team needing to step up if they wanted to win. And even after these reliability issues, Verstappen managed to hunt down a 40-point gap to Leclerc. And he now has an 80-point advantage over Leclerc. Ferrari has very badly messed this up. They now just have a 30-point lead over Mercedes. However, the season end is nearing closer and we have crossed the halfway mark in the Formula 1 calendar. But what hasn't changed is the Ferrari team boss. Mattia Binotto's attitude has been under fire by many fans and even professional racers. Binotto has said that Ferrari has to simply win the remaining races for a chance to win the championship. Mathematically, it's not yet over for Leclerc, who's having one of the best seasons in a Formula 1 car. Out of the 13 races, he's been on pole for a whopping 7 races, but sadly he's won less than half of those, just 3 races. These are pathetic numbers for a team who are set to be the pinnacle of motorsports. So in a season where Ferrari have the fastest car and driver, no one would expect their goddamn strategy team to be the villains. And things would have been worse if the drivers listened to the pit walls all the time. The drivers have smartly on occasions dismissed the recommendations from the pit wall and created their own strategy. This helped Sainz in Silverstone, where he won his first ever Formula 1 race. And the solution seems simple, right? Just change the strategy team, or at least step in and address the issues. Maybe they are living in a parallel universe, or maybe they are just looking for jobs at Red Bull. Whatever the issue is, it needs to be addressed. But Binotto has other plans. In a recent interview, he said the mood at Ferrari was still good, and nothing would change over the summer break. There's nothing we have to change. We have to understand that and deal with it so that next time things don't go the same way. If you look at the balance sheet for the first half of the season, there is no need to change anything. It is always about continuous learning and building experience and skills. Honestly, it sounds like someone who isn't dealing ideally with the problem. I've never won a world championship in Formula 1, but then again neither has Binotto as a team principal. He has done it as an engineer during the glory period of Ferrari in the 2000s. But the difference between metal parts and humans is that humans can adapt with good guidance. Metal has no feeling. So that was our take right here at Fervent Motorsports about the problems with Ferrari and how they can solve them. If you like this video, do remember to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.